Hello, Craig.
Ooh, magic.
Yes, we are going to start our session 1. So, your name, player name, your primary character's name, and then anathema / fun fact if you do not have an anathema.
You all know, or is everyone just being silent?
Go ahead, Garrick. You can go first.
Oh, okay. I think I missed some stuff, but I will go first. Sure.
Your name, player name,
Yes.
your primary character's name, an anathema if you have one, or a fun fact about your character.
Okay, well, in place of an anathema, because Garrett does not really follow a god. He's kind of a no gods, no masters kind of a person, most of the time. But I will offer this up because I think everyone else at this table knows this about Garrick. But Garrick usually will not do something for anyone else unless it benefits him in some way. Let's see. Also, Garrick has I don't know. He probably has a hentai collection. I think this guy would.
Hentai confirmed.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh.
I mean, right?
Oh, I'm imagining
Right?
a
Am I wrong?
lot of phrases said in Garrick's voice. Oh no.
John, am I wrong?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Oh,
Excellent. Hentai confirmed.
Yeah, hentai confirmed. My other character, I don't know, he probably chopped someone's arm off when he was 11.
Oh yeah, big sword boy.
I don't know.
Don't say that happens. Just on your way to elementary school. Oh nope, I cut off this guy's hand.
Arm.
Hey man, I
Oh.
think Guts killed his first man at like 8.
Yeah.
God,
That's
Berserk
all
is
I
so
have.
cool. That's what
how
Saturday
about
was.
Glitter? Would you share yours next?
I sure can. Hi there, I'm Sam. I'm playing Mir. She's a cleric, so she does have anathema. One of those is using nightmare or similar magic to corrupt dreams.
Oh,
Her deity is Desna.
that is very
That would be
interesting.
What's Desna?
Desna is kind of the goddess of the moon, dreams, stars, time. Those are some of her domains.
Very cool.
Who's next? You get to pick, Glitter.
Oh, let's go with Aura.
Hello, I am Nate. My primary character will be Adam, whose last name I haven't made up yet. A barbarian human, because this is a new system and I am scared of unfamiliarity. For my fun fact, a personal goal I have is for Adam to be able to fly, so that he can be Flying Gorilla from the hit game Flying Gorilla. I see no one understood that reference, so.
Nope.
Yeah, I feel like Hit may be kind of gracious.
Alright, next off, Ben! Unmute yourself.
Hello, my name is Ben. I'm going to be playing mostly Patches, the Fleshwolf Oracle, and a little of Axel, the Automaton Inventor. I don't think this would be like an official at the moment, whatever you pronounce it, that you would put on the seat, but Patches does not like fire, and he's kind of a little scared of it. So maybe there's something along those lines. And for Axel, I guess he kind of like Eric doesn't really have much time for religion. As a robot, he already knows his creators, the people who create him, and he thinks they're all awful. So his goal, I guess, maybe that's kind of his main flaw, his kind of hubris and desire to become a better creator than his own creators.
Classic plight.
Yep. I just made 2 different versions of Frankenstein in full transparency. With that, let's pass it off to John.
That's me. Hello. My name is John. I will be playing Ashi Inaki, a monk. And a fun fact about Ashi is something that I'm always so prepared to share. Historically, every character that I have always has some really cool, fun, rad fact. Looking over my notes. Let's
John's always prepared.
Is Ashi gay?
Ashi is not gay, more so because Ashi has not really explored that much. They've focused a lot on their studies and their monastic ways, and doesn't really have a vested interest in any of that stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, you can respect that.
Mostly also because he is finally reaching adulthood based on his age, so it's like, oh, he was basically a kid up until like 2 months ago. And that's what I got, folks. We're gonna pass it to Pete.
Baby time.
I'm Pete. My primary character is going to be Pimlin Stonepaw, but you can just call him Pim. And he's a monk, but he's not living in a monastery, grown-up monastic tradition kind of monk. He was just sort of a rural country boy that wrestled a lot. And my secondary character I actually changed to be his brother, Binlo, who is a ranger and a skilled craftsman after catching and killing animals, so he's like a tanner. And they came to the city to make some money, and they're sort of a very loyal duo. I think that's everybody.
Is that everybody? I think that is everybody. Do you guys all see yourselves on the roll 20?
You put Barbenheimer instead of Adam.
I see. So he wasn't here. Okay, yeah. Just
Yep. And Shinoda wasn't here either. Yep.
Out of curiosity, does everyone recognize the artwork for Barbenheimer?
It's
And
not
the
on the
black
screen
screen.
anymore, so
And
It's the best Yu-Gi-Oh card ever, Skull Servant.
I'd say based on that flying gorilla reference, we probably won't know who that is.
Yeah, Nate, I used to get all of your references, but even I, who knew you before you knew yourself, did not get that one.
Just look up Flying Gorilla. You'll get it. It's the most trashy looking thing ever. It's great.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Nate. Probably not gonna do that.
That's fair.
Did Silent Warrior Man Ren come with us?
No, he did not. I remember it would have been useful, but I had said that he stayed with the other minions.
Excellent, excellent. I just wanted to make sure that I had at least everyone up here. I could remove them easily if not. Okay, so it looks like we're ready to begin.
Josh, I've only got a black screen.
You've only got
Yeah,
a
same
black
here.
screen.
I can see.
Yeah, you guys should have characters that have the give vision. Wait a minute. I don't see Pete's character on the thing, so that might be the reason why. Give me 1 second, Pete.
Swale.
And who else was having issues?
That would be me.
I see. Yeah, you as well. That would be the reason. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I
How
will
dare
be.
you?
I will be doing that 1 second.
Sam, are you this cute little pink thing? Who's the cute little pink thing?
I would not know. Let me try.
Is that Mir?
I can't hear you, Glitter, if you are talking.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
can hear you now.
Awesome. That
Full
is definitely Mir. She's a
Excellent.
little small Kashriki Chibi Soraka thing.
Okay, that's what that looks like. Beautiful, beautiful. And we got Catboy, Frankenstein, and Robot.
Yep, that's Axel.
Yeah.
And one very, very grumpy man.
That's
Eventually.
Elithar.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Almost done.
Wait, where is Elenthar? Is I thought he was with us.
He
No,
sat down. back
he
in
was
the-
not.
Okay, I was mistaken.
He is in
Probably the-
trouble.
He's in trouble. I think we're in trouble.
I think we're gonna be just fine.
We are, because Garrick is going to talk to the dragon. That's why we're
Oh.
going to be okay.
You
Exactly why things are going to be okay now.
Oh no.
know what? Let him cook. I'm down for it.
Yeah,
Usually
you
I'm
goofed
the one
on
who
maybe I
fucks the
should be-
dragon.
You goofed on me all session, Josh. You goofed on me. Now it's my time.
That was your time to fuck the dragons.
Actually, I think I made the joke earlier. I'm set. I'm like, damn it. The opportunity is finally before me, and I'm not playing a bard.
Oh boy.
I didn't let that stop me.
He really did.
He still had charisma, though. I still have a pinch, but not much.
I'm
Charisma
sorry.
is
Sam.
my
They
main
are all-
stat.
And remind me, both Nate and Pete, both your characters were here?
No, just
eh.
Pimlin.
Just Adam, yeah. Also, I still am only seeing black.
That's because he's not done yet, Nate.
I thought. Actually, I think it's because my character doesn't have dark vision. Oh, I can't see shit.
or something.
We did it, Ian.
Or
And
low
there
light.
I am. We done totally did it.
Getting second edition confused with Pathfinder.
All right, we should have now Pete in here as well.
I see. Yes.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Joshua, can I just request one last thing? But I think it'll
Mhm.
pay off dividends. Could we get our names, our little nameplates?
Yeah, I think I can. Yeah, I can click the button here. Let me go ahead and.
Oh, and Aaron's joined.
yeah.
Go ahead and get that
Hey,
all
Aaron.
set up here.
Hello,
I think you should
everybody.
be able to click your token and edit it. Am I right?
I
Yeah,
think
it's
we're
good.
able. Like, I added my name in, but I don't think I can make the name tab, the name tag show up.
Can you see mine?
It has to be highlighted
Oh, I see.
in the creation, like
I see your
feed.
name, Garrick.
Can anyone
Yeah,
else see
I-
Garrick's name?
No.
Okay,
No,
yeah. There's
I've
there's
placed.
another dot that you have to click that will allow others to see it.
Where's the other? 1 minute. Where would I find this other dot?
No, this is Josh. This is for Josh to press.
Yep,
Um,
I'm getting them all set up
I see
See them
now.
Ashes
popping up.
Weekend, Mirror.
I also, just to point out, do not have visibility. I see a black square and a white, and a really white nothingness behind it.
Yes. We're not sure if you're here yet, even.
I don't think R1 in G0 is either.
Yeah, so that's probably why you can't see right now. Is where
Yeah, you are not currently here because
not
you're not
activated.
in the you're not in the scene.
I'm also in between realms. I'm just
Yes,
free
you are in
falling.
between.
Realms.
So everyone can see. Everyone has their names. Yes.
I do not see my name.
I cannot see because I am not in the scene.
Did you
Yes.
enter in a name, Nate?
Yes, I have him set as Adam, but I do not see it.
Oh yeah. I
You
see it.
see it
I
now?
should see Adam.
Yep, I see it now.
The doctor of this piece.
Wait, why can I see? Wait, other people can see. So can everyone else see their own names?
Yes.
Yeah, I can.
I cannot see mine. If
That's not too important, though. I mean, you know.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm pretty
Okay,
sure
are
I
you
know.
guys ready?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah. Very ready.
I'm ready to persuade this dragon. Who's with me?
All
I
right.
think I have the best
Who's with me?
charisma here.
So
Do you have
let
the
me get
heart?
started. Chapter 1, Field of Whispers, Secrets Told. As the dragon leans in, its massive head towards you, the inhaled breath escapes rapidly, sending fragrant air downward. These blasts send a pressure against you all. The immediate worry of suffocation subsides as it arcs upward, and then behind the dragon, you see the current drifting, it seems, directed backwards towards a swirling portal that connects this space with another unknown space. You have air at least, is the thought that goes through some of your minds. This creature seems to end its sigh of displeasure, finally noticing Patches, who had previously attempted to intimidate it, and in doing so undermine its authority within its own domain. Fool! Who are you to order me? But before we get to that response, we're going to cut to the previous room with the circular table. Iliasar, the sleeping elf. One moment while I get that one token. We're going to use this because I don't want to foil the surprise of this guy. The guard that had escorted you in rushes into the room, looks at you, immediately draws his sword and says, "Out of my way."
Out of my way.
Do you let him pass?
Does it seem like this guy's
Elazar
trying
would
to fight the dragon?
No. Well, Iliasar Glitter is the only one in the room. He seems to be running away from where the rest of the party went.
I see.
What's going on, young man?
I don't know. I guess something happened down there, but I'm not sticking around to see what's the problem. I'm not getting paid enough for this. And he starts to make his way. You don't stop him, do you?
No. Elisar goes the other way.
Excellent. It's like maybe a second or two, and then you hear the sliding sound of rock, and then you hear a shriek, "Ah!" And then a whistling, well, 3 whistling sounds, and then the sliding of scale on smooth stone in the room to your left. You can't see up the stairs, but you figure something is happening in the room to your left.
Elisar will go to the room to the right.
Excellent. So you go down to the room to your right. You see the table with the book that's open. And currently you can't see any way to the left, but you do see a passageway to the right. You ascend down the stairs and meet a stone wall, which is peculiar. It's in an odd place, just after a doorway. So it had to have either been a trap or recently made. But
Elisar
since
wants to study the stone wall and take a 10 on it.
Okay. Taking a 10, we're going to skip back to the encounter while you take that 10. All right. That was pretty easy. I'm glad that was very easy. Excellent. So, don't have to do that. All right. So we skip back to the room. And the dragon says, "Who are you to order me? I have put in place the most powerful of men, seen the wonders of the gods, and been anointed as their mouthpiece. You speak for no one. Your existence uglier than your appearance." The vitriolic words denote the changing of its indifferent demeanor to a more hostile one. And I was told before the session that Garrick would like to use his fate point. Only one can be used in this particular instance. So Garrick, in this moment, you can feel the tension, and something odd happens. This dragon that came from this liquidy plasmoid lake seems to kind of slow down. The water that was kind of streaming off its scaly hide now flows to more of a drip. Everyone around you seems to be moving at a fraction of the pace you are. You're currently under the effects of time stop. You look around, and for 120 feet, you can see through the walls. You can look back and you see the stone wall that was just freshly made. You can see Ilyasar on the other side, seemingly stroking his beard, trying to figure out the mechanisms behind it. You look around, and unbeknownst to your party members, you can see 2 individuals who are glowing that you previously were unable to see. One of them is a hooded figure that you had met in a tavern, who seems to be worryingly looking about. You can take in the measure of the person. It doesn't feel like it takes any effort for you to discern what they're thinking. Ah, shit. Like, what are these guys doing here? Weren't they fucking idiots that were just eating? Fuck, and they're gonna attack us? And the other, a kitsune in cloistered robes with a symbol of a phoenix on the back. You take in her measure as well. Gosh, 2 attacks in a week and a half? What are these guys doing here? They're gonna piss this guy off? The Lord, the Master? Oh, they're about to get roasted. I better get ready. And she starts channeling a spell, not using it, as it would break the current invisibility that she has. Let me see what else. Yeah, you currently have 3 seconds. 9 seconds. And in these 9 seconds, 3 rounds, you have 6 actions, including the actions that you originally had to do something. I sent you what you could do with all of the time. And just for everyone's clarification, you can use all of the time you have here to critically succeed on your next check, regardless of what it is and the difficulty of it.
May I say? So
Sure.
the saying is, Zawarudo. Garrick is Dio, as we all suspected.
Garrick is Dio. Yeah.
Yes. Fair assessment. Garrick, what
not
do
give this man
you
knives.
do
Okay.
in this couple of seconds that time is slowed and you are one all-knowing and all-powerful?
Does that phoenix make any sense to me? Or does that phoenix on that robe mean anything to me? Person who's casting the spell?
Yeah, absolutely. I do believe you have you have the lore recall knowledge, right?
I have many lore skills.
Name the ones that you have, and I'll give you the best one. Depending on the specific lore skill you're using, the DC may change.
Okay, let's see. Getting 2 skills. Then we playing is angry. It's loading. It's loading and it's angry. Okay.
I think this definitely calls for an athletics roll, Ran.
Yeah.
Bust a sick move. So
Okay.
sick that
My
the
laptop.
dragon decides to make us a foot.
Okay, so I have academia lore. Academia lore is a +7. Society is a +7. I have religion is a +4. Occultism +7.
Cultism. What is that again?
Occultism is
I mean the number, the modifier. I'm sorry.
+7.
+7. Yeah, the DC if you rolled occultism would be slightly lower.
Okay, so I will go ahead and you know what? I'll roll in. Roll. Everyone knows that I'm legit. Okay. +7. Come on, give daddy big money. Okay. It's a 19.
19. Okay. You being a learned man, elf, you do remember the phoenix sigil that adorns the cloistered robes. This is a cultist, maybe cult leader, of a cloister of the Rising Phoenix. The Rising Phoenix is a intelligent creature that once served as the guardian for a city far to the east. It's said to have been so powerful that it was able to enchant the area around it so that anybody who was attempting to commit a crime or any misdeed was instantly compulsed into not doing it.
Okay. Interest.
Fair to
That's
say that
starving.
they are good, generally good people.
Does this creature seem like it could be the Phoenix, so to speak?
No. From what you read, you know that the Phoenix wasn't a dragon. This creature is a sovereign dragon, a serpentine-like dragon.
Yes.
And I believe you rolled high in your recall knowledge for society last game. Specifically, this dragon was on the back of older currencies. This is the dragon that first anointed the first few emperors. And they were chosen by the Ascended Trio, the mortals that became gods. So they're not the same being, but in certain circumstances, you can ascertain that the Phoenix and this dragon may have worked together.
Okay. I will try and be quick about the rest of this. Does it seem like I would piss anyone off if I let what's his name, Elisar, inside?
You. Probably not. Again, you could definitely do that. Not everyone is in on the time stop. Only you are under the effects of time stop.
Yes.
So you could use one or two actions to cast a spell, but Eleazar wouldn't be able to move in.
Right. I could just open the door.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think I don't want to cast any spells on anyone else. I don't want to do anything that could be perceived as aggressive. So I think I just want to
And
open the
just to
door.
be clear, you have the effects of time stop, which means that you have those 9 actions. You're using some of your regular actions to cast a spell. Now, you need all 9 of the time stop actions to use to critically succeed on your next check.
I see. Oh, okay.
It's a requirement. So you doing this could use all your theoretical actions that you have before you need to use all those actions for your next check.
Okay. No, I will save all my actions then on the one thing I want to do, which is try to steer this conversation in a different direction. I'm going to go with some diplomacy.
Okay. So, since you're taking the actions to think about the perfect thing to say to this creature, it goes by relatively quickly. You sit there and you contemplate how to approach a dragon, reflecting on all of the things that you've read about in books, their temperaments, certain ways to butter them up. And that time flies quicker than you think. So quick that the effects end, and you are in the present moment, just as it's about to speak again.
May I say something real quick?
What?
Adam's like holding up his hands and just like scooting away from Patches very quickly. Like, I'm so glad we both understand he doesn't speak for us. I've never met that man before. Your amazingness, your majesty. It is such a great, nice opportunity to meet you. So sorry to have woken you up.
Noted. And Garrick?
Like,
Um. Hello, friend dragon. Hail, you've been well met, great sovereign. I'm overcome with reverence and awe, as are my companions. Please excuse the confounded reaction to the splendor of your presence. We bow to you. And Garrick gets on a knee and motions towards everyone else to do the same. and submit ourselves to your wise words. We
Adam,
aim to offer tribute.
Adam gets down, despite having a pretty large frame and seemingly athletic looking, he fumbles a bit for a moment when he tries getting on one knee. But he does get there.
Mir leaps straight into a kowtow.
Into a what?
Bowing,
a
yeah.
grovel.
Oh, okay. Turn the volume.
Okay.
Patches looks left, looks right, shrugs, and goes. Patches actually takes the knee before Axel does, and Patches kind of forces Axel down to do it.
Ashy
Off you down?
says, "You're really cool. I'll just follow along," and just kind of kneels down. But more so, like, just slightly bends at their knee because everyone else kneeling down is at the same height that Ashy is.
The dragon seems to kind of enjoy that response. You having critically succeeded, he goes from hostile to unfriendly to back to indifferent. You see the kind of menacing look that he had on his face before fade as you present yourself with a bit of decorum. He bows in response and says, "I am Gustav Ornov, Imperial Dragon of the Great Doma Empire, son of Tesseract the Mighty, chosen of the Ascended. Long have I rested here in my stasis, until my release. My beloved mistress has recently blessed me with her presence, and now is the time, she said. Provided me with a new home, and gave me new instructions. I sensed it before, and confirmation has arrived before me. This nation has grown rotten, the proof before me. Not a month into my awakening, I find myself assailed, more than once, twice now in my own home." A voice rings out from the right side of the room. My lord, I believe perhaps the answer has uniquely found its way to us all its own. And this man... Oh, moving the wrong thing.
Whoa, the whole world is
Earthquake!
shaking around this dragon. It's so powerful.
The hooded figure that you had met at the tavern briefly appears and says, I met with these folks shortly before I departed the city. I can confirm they did not seem to know that they were facing a creature anywhere near your stature. A lot of them were stuffing their faces without a care in the world, not preparing for some kind of suicide mission. The dragon looks from the hooded figure to behind them. I think it was a good idea, though I think most would know better. This is as if he's saying something to someone else. Garrick, he seems to be looking in the way of the kitsune, one you cannot see anymore. Yeah, as he finishes his last words, the stone wall retreats. Iliasar, the scene opens up to you. You can see everyone, including the dragon, who continues on. Valeshtar, very good work. The sleep didn't dull your edge at all. And Iliasar, you see coming from behind you A snake person, a naga, carrying the corpse of the gentleman who you suspect was behind the stone wall, as it doesn't appear like it was a trap per se.
Hmm. It appears this gentleman was not paid enough.
Astute, the snake says, dropping the corpse on the ground before the dragon before going through its pockets. It takes out a letter and begins to read it. You see the sigil on the back is green and in the shape of a V. They quickly begin to read out what it says. Um, Basically recounting the instructions you were given, but adds in if they survive, make sure that they don't after you're done with them. Definitely confirming that they intended to kill you after this mission. Let's see here. Oh, next page. Very well. It appears your friend. He looks to Garrick and my followers, looking to the hooded figure, were right in their assessment. Perhaps it is better to nurture and empower you all, if you will assist us in restoring order. The Verdant Court, cowards who seek to fight from the shadows. I could accept defeat from a warrior in front of me, but I will not accept assault from behind. I see in each of you unique gifts that could be used to fight against the growing corruption festering in this nation. The dragon's demeanor is definitely shifting, though its tone doesn't seem very nice. From hostile to indifferent, now to more of a friendly. It seems to know it needs help, and acknowledging their position and needing this help is definitely not common throughout Dragon lore. It kind of points to a rationality that this dragon has that sets it apart from its peers. You can see from what it says that they are sincere in what it's saying. Will you help us then?
You honor us, great Kingmaker. We live to serve the Ascendant. How can we help you?
Find out. This Verdant Court. What do they do? What are they planning? What are their plans after they had tried to kill me? I'll leave this one. Rendova. He motions over to the Kitsune. One moment, me get her. He says, I will be taking these two. Motioning over to the hooded figure and the Naga. But she will stay. She can help. I have to leave now. My illness needs tending. And he begins to kind of slither backwards towards the open portal. And when he does, there's maybe about 3/4 down the way of his kind of large snake-like body, there seems to be a break in the beautifully colored bronze scales where they turn black. He's definitely afflicted with some sort of illness, which he's mentioned about twice now. You figured that's what he's going to go take care of now. The three of them, disappear into the portal, and when they do, it snaps shut, leaving only the kitsune and yourselves in the room.
And they are visible now.
Yes, the kitsune is right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, right?
Yes.
It's a
Excellent.
little bit in the fog of war, but I can make it out.
Oh,
But Adam's gonna like grab his chest, get back up, and like, oh sweet old Deadeye, we just saw a fucking dragon. Wow, holy shit.
Derek will say to the figure in the corner, "Thanks for not blasting us."
Oh, I didn't want to. Your friend over there was pretty rude, though. Not many people are rude to the master and get away with it.
Well, we got lucky.
Yeah, that was quite something. His temperament changed pretty drastically. You have some really nice words.
Thank you very much. Well,
The
how can
master
we
said
best?
that you were gonna help us out, and I guess do you guys I guess you're a group, yeah? You guys can use this place. I'm going to be its owner for now. I can set a keyword for the door so that it opens for you and no one else. And I'll open up all the other rooms and show you around.
Would you be able to show us to your libraries?
Well, why, of course, though most of the text there is from before the Doma Empire fell, so there's nothing really recent if things have changed.
Well, there's
That's why
plenty of knowledge left in the past.
At this point, I just go say, sorry, but my big friend there, he used to to folks dressed in gold not treating him that great. But tell me, if we're gonna stay here and work here, will we have access to the tech here?
She kind of looks at you confused. The tech?
Patches.
Yeah, isn't
This
it?
is a cave. At most, we'll have a box of scraps.
Oh,
Oh,
this isn't.
oh, you think that this place is like technology? Oh, I see. No, well, I thought that you guys would know. This is actually more like a magic item.
Oh, I'm still
It was
intrigued.
created using the spell, very old spell called Temple of the Gods. This one specifically, she points to the water, which is now stilled, and now you can see in its reflection the pink crescent moon and the sky above, even though there is a ceiling. This one was made for Eve.
Eve?
Yes, she's the one of the Ascended.
Which one?
Arguably, one of the more powerful ones. I believe she was the greater of the three. She basically built the entire Doma Empire by herself. A few of them toiled away with their particular hobbies, but she stayed invested in the people, and they revered her at the time for it. My master, in particular, was well fond of her.
Deservedly so. Now, how can we best help you act against the Verdant Court?
I'm not sure. I don't know who they are myself, and I assume that we would need to gain more information.
Yes.
Maybe find out if there's one headquarters or more than one. I imagine if they're a big organization that could hire, and she kind of counts you all like 10 or 12 people, then they'd have to be considerably large. So I don't think it's going to be a overnight achievement.
Well, then I suppose we'll have to get hired by them again.
They totally set us up on this one. How
Well,
the heck were we supposed to get that back alive? For
well,
120 gold?
Well, again, I don't think that you all were. I don't think that your mission was intended to succeed by any means. I think that it's likely, and she points to the guy on the ground. This one was to lead you here, gauge whatever was in here, and then report back. This was more of a intelligence operation, and you were the meat shields.
And the guy on the ground, that's not the guy they asked us to find, correct?
No, no. This is the guard that was escorting the cloistered gentleman in alabaster white and green robes.
Okay.
So they
Well,
really
what else is
wanted
gonna get? Well,
that he would be able to take out then.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
They really wanted to know how many of us would maybe survive running away from this.
And she
One of them
picks
said,
up the letter that the Naga had dropped on the ground after it was done with it. It says here they intended to kill you. If any of you survived, they definitely didn't intend to pay you.
Why did I fucking believe that much money could they just be willing to throw that around? Why am I this dumb? Why am I stupid? Why am I stupid?
Because coin corrupts.
does anyone have a better idea for gathering information
well,
than infiltrating their ranks?
I would
maybe. Oh,
definitely consider, I don't know, maybe doing good works for the people. That always helped us when we asked certain questions. If this organization is as powerful as they say, even if, the average folk did know something, it's more likely that they would tell you if they liked you.
Or if we could make them say it.
These are all
well,
very good points. But in my experience, fate usually has a way of just putting you right where you're supposed to be at the right opportune time. We just have to wait and see what's going to happen.
You've heard of that philosophical theory, the divine railroad.
I don't know what a railroad is, but that's what my life's journey is all about. And by saying that, Ashi will take his staff and kind of like twirl up it and like balance on it on his toe while standing on it.
Oh, that's really
well,
cool. And she starts to clap.
Oh, well,
That's it.
this is just something I do to pass the time, but thank you. Thank you.
Hey, I could balance on a piece of wood too. Pulls up one of his pant legs, shows off the peg leg.
Now, we can't just sit around with sticks up our asses. We have to do something.
No,
this
it's
is
on my
not my
leg.
ass. I'm standing on it. I'm just waiting for you all to make the decision.
Well,
The-
while we go here, let me show you around, and you guys can think for a moment. Over here, you're gonna go to the left here. That's the bath, and then if you go to the right, that's the study. You'll see that there's like some gardening things over here, and then if you take a left, you'll reach the quarters. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. This is kind of where we meet. It was really lonely before because the master was really tired and never really joined us. And here is the ritual room. It doesn't really do anything, but it's really nice, and it's a nice space where you can pretty much cast any spell, regardless of its strength, if you have the components and the knowledge to do so. And over here, well, I don't think that you guys will have any use for this. 1 second, let me pull up the next page here. Sorry, I gotta find my page. There. And this sphere over here, it's a small location sphere. It has multiple uses, though. Devices like this were made to track the Emperor and several other VIPs. It was really helpful for Guardian forces in case of national emergencies. There hasn't been any activity on it, though, in a few centuries. So I imagine it'd be little use for you at the moment. And then over here, by the way, there's like someone else kind of came in maybe like a week and a half ago. I think they were lost. In this room, go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead and describe your two characters who are sitting in this room over here.
Woo!
And I will get your tokens.
I still can't see in the map, but okay, you
I know,
got it.
yeah.
he's on
I'm
it.
getting it now.
So you see a short goblin that is definitely covered in more cloth that is loose than anything, like real baggy clothes in every sense of the oversized hoodie, baggy Jinko style pants, just like in whatever narrative fiction you can put that in. And hood up, and with just like a couple slits in the hood for his ears to stick out of. He's kind of muttering to this really tall, skinny, like almost skeletal skinny, um, humanoid that has a long poncho, with a couple different like kind of designs that have been like etched into it via patchwork, over the shoulders down. Another hood up, but when they turn to look at you, you see that it is very much a metal man. And yeah, that's what they look like. They're both wielding pistols. They're both gunslingers.
All right. Well, I do have the tall metal man that you sent me, but you did not send me the second.
I will send you the second right now. I'm so sorry.
Adam says, "Is that a fucking gun?"
His name is Lurby. Oh, and
Excellent.
the middleman also has a like a Clint Eastwood style hat. I would just want to put that into the narrative right here from the get go. He's got like a cool flat brim hat with like bullets that go around it.
Can you send me your second character, not the guy with the hat, your other image of your person?
Other image, gotcha. No.
That's it.
Thank you. My name is R1NG0. You can call me Ringo.
Ringo, a very scrappy looking automaton, just like you. Looks like it's been pulled together from bits and parts of a junkyard. Walks up like, oh my goodness! I can't remember the last time I seen another automaton. Tell me, what's your make? Where you come from?
It's kind of tough to say. I'm new to town. The little one here found me, and he's showing me around. Other than that, I'm from far away.
Wonderful, wonderful. It's been. You have to forgive me. I've been around nothing but organics for so long, and they always have to sweat and do biological functions. It's nice to see another automaton.
It's fantastic to see another one of my kind. He's definitely eyeing you over, like looking up and down and like kind of like taking in, every not so much of like your physique, but like wherever a new screw, pin, um, gear, cog might have been added in or lost or something. So he's
Sounds
just kind
very
of
gay, and I love it.
he's very observant of like whatever model you are. Which
Oh, go ahead.
When Axel says biological processes, Adam just yells out, "I'm sorry you're weird about the fact that we poop."
everybody
It is
poops
gross.
except for automatons. We
It's
don't have
natural.
desire for any such things as that. But we can eat food. Food's tasty. I do like food.
I find distract me from work.
Well, it looks like you guys are getting to know each other. I'm glad you're going to be great friends. If you need anything, I'm going to be in the bath. All right. Bye.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, whenever you guys find a leader or whatnot and you get that code word, just let me know. I'd like to lock the door.
A quick
Ta-ta.
Wait, did you say there was a guy that came here a week earlier? Oh.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah, the person that came here a week earlier was the automaton and their goblin friend.
I thought you might have been the person that the Verdant Court wanted us to look at, but that it might have just been a whole bunch of barnacles.
So, what's your story, strangers? Are you serving the great kingmaker?
No. You know how they kind of say, um, the goblin's talking now. You know how they kind of say like you kind of like fall into place. That's him.
All right.
Literally fell in, like fell, boom, just and wasn't there, and then he's there. Now he's here.
Just
And
like Undertale.
right.
I was thinking it. I was thinking it.
Yeah.
Do,
Nice. Okay.
do, do.
Well, we could always use another arm, right? Good friends.
Are you paying?
The payment is the lessons in friendship we learn along the way.
The payment is we got to live.
That
There
that
might
is
also be
also
some money.
the living is the better of the options, but
Okay. The two characters kind of converse with each other. We'll get back to you. We will let you know. We still have a couple more nights here that we've paid for. We're going to enjoy the R&R. I believe they call that recuperation and recovery. And
I thought it meant rest and relaxation.
Yeah, me too.
okay. That's
See, we're already helping you. It sounds like it's a good option to come with us.
yeah, we can think about it. How about we engage over continental breakfast?
How can you think? You're a robot.
I look to Ben's character. Ben definitely kind of like this guy, right? Am I right? You know, like kind of one of those vibes.
Yep. Axel gives it back. He's like, "Yeah, I know, but my big friend likes him. Likes him. So, hey,
I'm pretty
sometimes,
likable.
sometimes us constructs can fit even more up in our noggins. Well, not noggins. My central process is actually in my torso. But beyond that,
You tell him, kid.
At this point, I think maybe Patrick is gonna speak up and said, everyone, I'm sorry that I made the dragon angry.
That's all
there
right.
is-
It happens.
well,
It was very
Thank
reckless.
you.
Oh, Garrick, relax. Everything was
must be
fine.
said, Asi. It must be said.
Well, my name is Ashy, first of all, so that's what
What
needs
I
to be
said.
said. You said assy, you ass. See?
Did I do that?
I don't know. Anyway, now that I have the floor again, we
Right.
need to just let bygones be bygones. We all make mistakes, and it's okay. We would have been just fine.
We wouldn't
Thank
have,
you.
but okay.
Yeah,
Well-
that was a dragon. We were so outstandingly toast, and I mean that not as a figure of speech.
No, this isn't where our story was going to end today.
It could have, but
But it didn't. And I think Patch has helped us get to where we are right now.
Oh, thank you, Tiny.
Speaking of that,
um,
anyone have any good ideas?
Well,
Well, infiltration was one idea, but I don't think I can stomach trying to work for someone who tried getting me killed. So, who's up
Well-
for beating the information out of those assholes?
well, we
That-
can always not have to beat people up. We could find another way to get the information without the violence. Maybe that's why you lost your leg there, buddy. Violence is not always the answer.
How often does that work?
Just the most 1,000-yard stare possible.
maybe the
Ash
new
just gives a double
plan-
thumbs up.
Maybe the new plan should be the old plan. Whoever this guy they had us find was, he's obviously important to them. Maybe he has information. This person, my new friend, actually named Steve.
That's very true. We could still complete the mission, so to speak, but then just instead of returning him to those guys, we bring him back here to these guys. Eh?
Assuming that is a real guy. I mean, they didn't even never even give us a real name.
Steve was the dragon.
And we gotta find Gary.
Gary died.
Oh shit, you're right.
Gary was gonna kill us all.
Oh, that's right. And Gary's dead now, and we found Steve. So then we gotta find Grisha. Or is Grisha here too?
Grisha is not here, but yes, you're right. Steve
we
was
got-
the dragon.
So we gotta find Grisha now. I wonder if Grisha was the. I wouldn't know that, so I'm not gonna say it unless Garrick told us about the hooded guy. And
I now tell you all the things I saw.
I wonder if that was Grisha.
No, that's crazy.
I feel like that was Grisha. We should go find him again.
Didn't she go take a bath then?
Grisha, well, you don't know, but the hooded figure and the Naga went with the dragon into the portal, which has since closed.
Beans.
You currently have the Kitsune, who you have not asked their name.
I'm sorry. I have a Kitsune friend, Shinoda. What is your name, friend?
Rendova.
Rendova. That is such a lovely name.
Who rolled high on the verdant court check?
Garrick.
Garrick, you remember your research that you had recalled before, and the assassination of a certain archduchess whose name was Rendova.
The Rendova?
Rendova. This more like a title than a name per se, but it was given to me by my mom, and since I was cloistered here, probably like my aunt has passed it on to someone. And
Do you have any relation to V? Renault.
um, hmm. And I mean, she's in the bath, so you can like, she's like half naked. Um, Clearly not modest by any means, because she's standing up, her tails waving in the wind, and she's like, well, I've been locked in here for like 240 some years.
That's a trap.
I mean, it's very possible that there's someone from my clan that you know. What about it?
Curious. Just curious.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's entirely possible that my aunt named someone, and the name's been passed on. I assume they're pretty important if you've heard of them.
Yep. Pretty notable, I would say.
Oh, cool. Well, it's
Yeah.
nice to see that the family still thrives.
Oh.
Oh, and by the way,
Boy.
and she like pulls out a not a tiny box, but like a medium-sized box from her gown that she is wearing. It's pulled up halfway mid-thigh, so she could have her feet and her ankles in the warm water, and she hands it out to you, Garrick.
What? She hands me what?
It's a small box.
Oh, a box. Oh, lovely. Thank you so much. What is this?
You open it.
Oh, sure. I'll open it.
Inside are 2 earrings of sapphire and gold. She says these earrings are pretty special. They can be transformed to look like any earring you want, but they hold a special power. The Ascended ones once used them to communicate. They can allow one group to talk to another, for example, using 2 individuals. The earrings can overcome plane restrictive limitations, and as a result can be used from any distance. They're technically a priceless artifact from the Doma Empire, but I think that you guys will really enjoy them.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
It was all mine. I'm gay. Goodbye.
Goodbye. And she goes back to her bath.
I love that that last bit. I'm gay. Goodbye.
Just so we're clear. Do not
You get that she was paying no attention to any of it.
Yep.
It doesn't seem like she was cared at all about her modesty. She was technically locked in here with two guys for 250 years. So
That's her prerogative.
Don't want nothing to do with it.
No, my business.
but yeah, what's everyone do now?
Well, if we don't infiltrate them, I must insist on sending my swordsman. In a quiet way, he can kind of fit in. So if we don't want to do all this espionage work, I propose that as an alternative.
Oh,
yeah,
no vision for you.
Shinodo is
One
pretty
second.
good at being all stealth-like and finding information. I get distracted very easily. But I also burp in game. But yeah.
Ew.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? I should have farted too.
Damn right.
But yeah, if we wanted to go the espionage route, I think my furry friend would be the better option for that. But I could also do pretty well in a pinch if I really focus.
There was also that skeleton guy back at town. If he stood really still, you'd never be able to tell if he was an actual reanimated skeleton or not.
Yeah, but he'd have to shut up for that to happen.
Ah, you're right.
Tim, what do you think? I haven't heard you say anything this whole time.
Y'all, this is I've never seen anything like a dragon before in my life. I did not pay nearly enough attention in history class to know one bit of what is going on right now. If we need to go knock some heads and put some boots on the ground, I am happy to help out. But I am turned kind of topsy turvy right now, so
My
yeah,
kind
it's
of
a lot
guy.
to try and follow along with.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about history, Pim, is you might not have to know the past, but you're in the here in the present. We are making history with every decision that we make.
You have
Well,
no
Steve,
idea how
that's
right
fine.
he is.
I'm usually right about some things,
That's
but not
pretty
everything.
pretty wise. Yeah, I don't. Book learning was never my thing.
Me neither. My nana said that.
Well,
Nanas
speaking
are
to
always
someone
too
who might
smart.
be a little more learned than you two, then, Master Rokan, do you have any suggestions? Are you still awake?
Rokon's been gone for a while. Elisar is currently in the room with all the plants, looking them over to see what's there and what conditions are like growing inside.
You get the feeling that yeah, there's the most of it's dead. At one point, it probably was a nice place to grow things, and you get the feeling that the light emitted by the walls and the ceiling naturally can sustain them. But it definitely ran into likely an issue with not having different plants to breed with. So over time, the plants became less and less viable. But you get the feeling that if you like got seeds and other growable things, you could definitely grow stuff down here. There are currently 12 plots to grow things, and with the ceiling being roughly about 9, 10-ish feet tall. Not too tall, but definitely enough to grow stuff.
It's such a shame that those plants got power crept.
Well, there's
If we do
plenty
want to
of room here to grow.
try and start growing crops, I am happy to help with the planting and the harvesting and whatever else.
I was never good at that farming shit. Always time to learn, though, I guess.
Elisar just like gently half toddles, half meanders down to the library, as he's really not paying attention to the situation. He's more paying attention to the giant object that he's inside.
In the library, you see a massive collection of older books, some of which appear to be of past histories. At the time, it was probably current histories. Think encyclopedias, but way outdated. There are some religious histories, particularly for the Ascended, and that's pretty much it. She definitely wasn't kidding when she said it would probably not be too beneficial unless you were trying to specifically look up information from quite some time ago.
curious. He nods respectively. He has been enjoying some of the more innovative stuff that's come out since then. But he's more of a leave the past in the past kind of person.
Mhm.
I mean, Elisar is just going to continue wandering. It's a giant magic item.
Oh, give me 1 second. I think Oh, sorry. Need to go back. Yes. That's pretty much it. I think you've been to all the other rooms apart from the quarters, and the long hallway with the globe at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else?
I think whenever everyone's done like planning shit, I think Garrick will go meet up with the other old scholar. Let's see what he's found. But until then, debate.
Axel's probably going to look around, find the best place to set up his personal workshop, and just start tinkering with some stuff.
Ringo would definitely be in the same room, just cleaning guns. Cleaning his guns. He's always on the maintenance side. If he's there. Making sure I'm there.
All right. Doing some tinkering. Excellent.
Wait a moment. I know exactly what I can do right now. I'll earn income. No.
Well, Nate, if you want a scene, at some point when after Passes goes around and meekly apologizes to everyone for almost messing up the mission, he's probably gonna wait for the kitchenade to be done, and then he's probably gonna head off to the bath to wash himself off. Was it right here?
Yep.
How high up are his pant legs, I guess?
I mean, he's washing, so
I don't want to see a naked Frankenstein, Ben. I don't
don't
want
we
to see
all
his
deep down?
Ben.
not
I'm a
seeing.
Fate Ben. I'm a Fate fan, and I don't want to see a naked Frankenstein.
Well, you won't. You'll see Frankenstein's monster. There you go.
Uh,
Oh, I was gonna say, if you want to have that scene, he could be walking
not when
out
he's
just with
naked. Not when he's
no, with a
naked.
towel, with a towel, with a towel.
Okay. Yeah. God. I'm melting in my seat right
The
now.
water
My focus is.
is consistently hot, and even though you may be dirty when you put your body in the water, the dirt dissipates around you and immediately disappears. The bath is under a constant prestidigitation effect.
Oh,
Say,
sick.
Finland, you want to take a bath?
And I go. I got dibs next after Patches. And I happen
Passes
to walk
Oh,
by
go ahead.
over and say, I'll poke my hand in and I'll yell, "Hey, how many more towels do you have in there?"
How many more
Quite a bit. Points over to the shelf where there are plenty of towels.
Ah, sweet. I turn over to Patch and say, "Hey, are you down here yet?"
Yeah,
And
I'm done.
I squint down. I look and I think, "Hey, quick question there, buddy.
My name is Patches. I do not know anyone named Buddy.
Yeah. Do you happen to know, just about how old you are?
No.
What's the what's the oldest thing that you remember? A few months, a
2 years
year?
2 years ago, I woke up in the forest.
None before that?
No.
Well, I can definitely tell you, you definitely less than 3 years old at least, because I can tell you where your right leg came from.
Patch's eyes blink open. You know me? You know who I am?
Well, I can
Is my
definitely.
name actually Buddy?
Well, for one, that another musician hits you like, you've never felt sick or anything, right?
I consistently feel a sensation that I am not one of this world. But physically, no. The way you would feel it, no.
That's interesting because the bite marks on that right leg are from a zombie bite.
Huh?
I know, because that thing got sawed off of me 3 years ago.
Why would you be carrying an extra? And he puts it together. Wait, I have your leg?
You have my leg.
I'm sorry, I kind of woke up with it. Would you like it back? He starts going to his pack and taking out an axe.
Taking it off was kind of the point back then.
Tell me, where did your leg end up? Maybe this could be a clue.
Fuck if I know. When I had one of my subordinates saw it off, I never told him to throw it anywhere, so.
We will talk. Patrick puts his hands on your shoulders. We will talk later. We are. You have the secrets
have a
I've been
towel
looking
on.
for. Oh, right. Sorry. He leans down, puts his towel back on. We will talk in the morning. Finally have a clue. And he just walks off. His face kind of goes into a weird smile for the first time.
I just think like, so, every part is from somewhere else, huh? Ugh. Not gonna get out of that. I go into the bath and hoping it cleans out my thoughts too.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Would anyone
What's
else like to
Osi
do
doing?
anything?
What's the boy doing? What's Osi doing?
You mean Ashy?
Yeah, that's what I said, right?
No, you said Aussie, like
Ashy.
Aussie.
What's Ashy doing?
He's just
Aussie.
he's just
Oh, 50.
walking around, waiting for us to figure out what we're doing next.
Interesting. Okay. Pinwin?
Yeah.
Pinwin? What?
Did the moon and stars illusion go out when the dragon left?
No, It was disturbed when the water was disturbed, but now that the water is still, the moon is there, and strangely enough, the stars are there. It's almost as if it's giving you a picture that's not present in the current night sky, because the night sky doesn't have um, this moon in the sky, but you've seen this moon before, or rather, your village has seen this moon before.
Holy shit. Why would this object have the hidden moon in there? He turns
Uh,
around and looks at everybody else like, you guys don't see this?
I'm in a bathtub.
Do we not see it?
Oh no, Garrick, you're in the same room, and when she points it out, yeah, she's right. The pond, as it were, is displaying a night sky, um, with some familiar stars, but an unfamiliar moon.
Does it mean anything to you?
It's the moon my people used to worship before we found Desna.
Hmm.
The hidden moon when the sun went out. One of the moons grew another one. It became bright in the night sky and also in the day sky. It made us it made us live off of it. And then when the sun reignited, it hid itself. I've been searching for it on my pilgrimage. That it's here in this object. And it's been here. You're just like hopping around confused.
You said it gave you life. Could this be what allows anyone to cast whatever spell?
I don't know.
Garrick, you're trained in Arcana, right?
Yes.
Remind me, what are the skills that you have under the Arcana tree?
Let me get to that. Gotta go back to skills. Yep, skills, thank you. I have recall knowledge, borrow an arcane spell, decipher writing, identify magic, or learn a spell.
I mean, you have a couple there that you could currently use in the situation. Recalled knowledge, to discern what she's talking about. Supposing you were around, because you are an elf, around that time.
Okay, I will recall knowledge then. Let's
Go ahead and
see.
roll that
Total
check.
of-
Our checks are going to be in roll 20, by the way.
Okay, sure. I just rolled it on the character sheet. I will roll again. It wasn't that good of a roll, so just back into my.
Yeah, all rolls, everyone, is in roll 20, just so we can all see it.
Is there like a
Okay.
Beyond 20 equivalent for Pathfinders?
Pathfinder 2e, natural 20 is a natural 20, but if you roll 10 over the DC, it's also a natural 20, which is a critical success.
I meant like what we do in Ben's game, where we can click on rolls in D&D
Is there a
Beyond,
Chrome
and then they also
extension?
pop up in roll 20.
There's not a Chrome extension yet.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
Who knew?
Nexus just came out earlier this year, so it's
yeah
still.
that sounds way too fancy for Demiplane.
Yeah.
Dang it.
We don't have nice things yet. ...
Yes.
We're still making the nice things.
Yeah.
Axel and Ringo still in the back trying to make the nice things.
Good. Well, I got a 15 on that recall, Lord.
Yes. Now, I don't know your history, Garrick, but if were you around 232 years ago?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. 15 then, secondhand knowledge. When did you get here?
Oh gosh, maybe a couple years ago at most.
Okay. Secondhand knowledge, recent. Of course, you would have read about. I mean, you're a learned individual, and with a 15, there would have been a book on the cataclysm that happened with the sun. Some say that someone cast a really powerful spell and it destroyed the sun. Um, Other religious zealots say that a god attacked the sun god and made the sun go out. It's very murky what exactly happened, but the sun did go out. And during the time that the sun went out, life started to die on the planet. There was some happenings that happened. No one really knows by who or by what. There was a second moon that was put in place so that or so that light could reach the earth and provide life or energy to life. That seems to be what Mir is referring to. The object that provided life to Earth while the sun was gone. In the readings that you did, it did say that it only took about a year or two before the sun reignited, about in the same location, but swiftly after any mentions of the second moon were erased, and no one really knew what happened to it, as no one could see it again. But
Interesting.
it kind of matches what you're seeing in the pond there, and looking at it, it does kind of match the description with realistic star constellations of where it might have been located.
Okay. Well, this
Mira
is perplexing.
brings out a parchment and starts just sketching what she's seeing.
Okay. Now, is there a skill for that? Is there a draw skill? I don't know. I wish I had all the skills here. 1 second. I just want to make sure I don't have to make you roll something for this.
Craft or something. I don't know. This is not gonna be great.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just do a craft. Let's see if you can doodle well. I mean, it's to you, it's pretty close. You think you got it pretty good.
Mira is really excited
Looks,
about this.
yeah, looks real good to you.
Lovely. So lifelike.
Well, and the kitsune breaks this silence. Have we come up with a leader, and if so, what's the code word?
The code word is banana.
Oh,
Sounds good to me.
very very common. Oh, okay, all right. Well, all right, banana it is, and you see her hands glow for a second, and there's a slight draft that travels up the hall this way, and then you hear the doors at the very top slam shut. You won't have to say it exiting, but if you want to come in, you'll have to say banana from now on.
Easy to remember, at least.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It seems like a good bit of you are, refreshed, and some of you are busy. Do some of you want to go out and see if you can find out some information, or I don't know, maybe start making money at least?
There are a few things I
Indeed.
enjoy more than making money.
Do we have anything that would like give proof that maybe I don't know, just speculating here, but like maybe if we go back and try to actually oh never mind, we were supposed to get our reward from Gary anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Did we?
We should
Yeah,
We
probably
already
have
looted
a.
Gary's
kind of
body.
kicked the boot of the dead guy still on the floor. Yeah, he's not going to be really. He's not going to really be doing anything, I think, for a very long time.
Speaking
Is there
of,
someplace you'd like us
should
to
we have a? I'm sorry.
Yes, Glitter.
is there some place that we should take this body and do something with it?
Oh no. Once you guys leave, I'm going to throw it in the pond there. It'll disappear after some time.
What's in the pond?
Oh, I don't know. I don't go in there. The master said that we weren't allowed.
Okay. Mir like just like backs up from the edge of the pond.
Yeah, so if you don't need this, I'm just gonna dispose of it.
Does he have any like weapons or equipment on him?
He had a standard longsword, leather armor. It looks like some mountain boots, a standard helmet, and that's it. Oh, and he had that letter that was addressed to um, the individual, though not by name. It was with instructions. It basically outlined the plan to um, approach this cave with as many people as they could find, and then if there was trouble, to retreat and report back, specifically tying up any loose ends that made it back with him.
Is anybody good with a knife?
I haven't been able to use a weapon proper in a while, but
Okay, so not you then.
longsword's a longsword. They can at least bring it back to town and sell it for something, or
Right. Well, if we could skin him and get all the meat off his bones, I could sell his skeleton for a pretty fair price.
I don't think it's very ethical to sell skeletons when we're now friends with one.
Do you mind?
Barbenheimer, somewhere back in the city, thinks, I don't think I'd mind very much if that were to happen.
I don't think I'll mind very much if it would have happened. So Ashy, are you good with a knife there, kiddo?
No.
I
Gremlin?
only have.
That was always my brother's area of expertise, unfortunately. I can help you dispose of the body, though. Himlin just sort of
That's
picks up the body, puts it over his shoulder.
if you could bring the body back to town. I'll just have my swordsman do it.
Mir's gonna grab the evidence off the body real quick. We should probably
The letter. Yep. You take that.
just in
Actually,
case
I
there's
have a thought.
misunderstandings.
Should we inspect his sword and armor and see if there's any sort of like symbol or thing that could help us that we could track, or like anything particular about his equipment?
Yeah, you could check it out. And just checking, Aaron, you have vision, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, just making sure. I didn't hear anything from you when I gave it to you, so I was like,
Sorry.
does he have it?
Sorry. Yep. I'm good.
Okay, cool. But yeah, you can look it over. Give me a perception check.
Alrighty. Let me quick check what my modifier on that is. Oh, I don't think I have a thing that says. Right, it's called Seek now. 1 second.
Oh.
Here. Wait, no, Seek is for.
Let's say, wait a minute. I'm pulling it up now. I just want to be sure.
I might be not looking over it right. I might be under one of these. Let me take a look here. Oh wait. Oh, it's just a plus. Never mind. It's at the top. I am a silly man. It's a +5. $16.
16. You look over the symbol pretty good, or rather, you look over the equipment pretty good, though you don't see any specific markings that would indicate a organization, though. Mir picks up the letter, and on the back of it, you see the symbol of a Viridian V, a green V on the back.
Hmm.
Mir stashes the orders in her pocket for security.
Nice.
We we can go to town, see if we can find anyone with said symbol, and then we can have a nice talk with them. And if that doesn't work, we'll have a not so nice talk with them.
Yeah, nice talk, cracks Knuckles.
If that's what we're going to do, then we might as well do it right.
I'd love to speak with this Marcus Delmar again and determine how many people he's sent to their deaths under false pretenses.
Agreed.
Yes.
The fairy speaks. You're fairy, right, Mia?
No, I'm a Kishrishi.
Kisrishi, for the poor old guy who this is his first time with Pathfinder, is that what was a Kisrishi?
Like there's small, kind of rhino-ish people.
Oh, cool. That's metal, actually. Hold on. Really
They
cool.
have like empathic abilities that they can use sometimes.
A rhino
Oh
that
my
feels.
goodness!
We've been hanging out with the rhino. I completely forgot. Yeah.
Oh my god! I just Google image searched them. They're awesome.
Good reference.
Who would win, the tiny rhino people in Pathfinder or the gun hippos in D&D?
Both is good.
Both is pretty good. So, what are you guys doing?
Sounds like we're going back to town to figure some more stuff out.
Excellent.
All
Who's
right.
going then?
Axel's going to you hear some explosions and tinkling in the background as Axel comes up, Sutar's face. Oh, I'm going to maybe walk with the Kitsune and whoever wants to stay behind. I'm making you guys some gear. Plus, I have my own business, and this seems like a nice place to work out for a bit. But if you need more magic items, you know where to find me.
Are we renting this space out, or what's going on there?
They said that they were going to let you use this space. They did not mention any payment of any sort.
Seems like free real estate, so let's get comfortable.
Free real estate. Yep. I guess I'll
Would
call
like
to
to
everyone one more
eventually-
time. Sorry, you go first.
No, you go.
Adam's gonna hold up the sword and armor, like kind of uncomfortable looking, even holding it. Says, "Well, anyone here good with a sword or want a new set of armor? It's not really my thing."
I will take it and sell it.
It goes towards getting us more stuff.
Yep. It'll benefit all of us in the end.
Alrighty, I'll pass because if no one else asks, I'll pass the long sword and the what was it, studded leather?
You just leave
Or
it
just
on the
leather
body.
one?
I'm taking the whole thing with me.
Oh, neat.
Yep,
Would
I'll
be
have my
very
man dispose of it.
Wouldn't be very subtle walking into town carrying a corpse. Here we go.
Well, we must find a sheet, wrap it up, and we'll put it on the cot.
That works.
Yep. It does every time.
I'll go ask
Every
Rogan if that's good to put a dead body on his cart. I'm glad he's the dead person's gonna be of use, though.
I couldn't quite hear you, Sam. I got you turned up all the way.
Oh, I was saying Mira's gonna go ask Rokan if it's cool if they just load a dead body on his cart.
Oh, okay, good. That's a good idea.
She gets just comes back and says she's not really eligible to help lift anybody bigger than that.
Adam could probably pretty handily move and carry anything around that we need moved or carried around.
All right. So you all, who all is going? Just so I'm 100% sure.
Mira's
I-
going.
Pimlin will head back to the city.
Ashley will also go.
Axel's saying Patches is going.
So Patches, Adam, Mir, Garrick, Pim, and Ashy.
Sounds like it's.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
What about Aaron?
So I'm just trying to understand. Are we between the two characters that we both play? This is just kind of like choose one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You choose one, and then one eventually will become a downtime character. Don't worry about progression as your main character levels up. Every 2 levels they get, your secondary will also get a level, so
Cool.
they won't be too disparaged in levels.
Yeah. All good. In that case, Lurby's gonna stick around, and Ringo's gonna go with.
Excellent. Let me make sure I got that. I do believe I do. So to the city. It's technically nighttime. Did you want to go during the night, or did you want to take a long rest and go in the morning?
I mean, we haven't really expended anything, so we can.
Yeah, but we haven't
It's
slept,
still-
so we could still
yeah.
get exhaustion and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So
Maybe
it's
you
probably
all
better.
can. What?
So it's probably best that we long rest then, and then head out first thing in the morning.
Indeed.
Excellent. Okay. Good choice. So everyone finds a spot they are comfortable in. Um,
I'm sleeping in the bathtub.
that's fair. That's very fair.
It's like, damn, I got a lot I gotta clean out.
Yeah. Excellent. So the morning comes to you. It was, for those of you who have some sort of bedroll or bedding, it's a pretty nice night. Those that don't, you're sleeping on, the floor. So that kind of sucks. But you're safe and protected in this place, as the Kitsune and the Dragon said. It seems to be a nice place to at least lay your head. And you wake up and find that there is no continental breakfast here. You get your own food. Unfortunately.
We've been fucking played. Oh no.
The Kitsune does not make you food. That's not part of the deal. But they do greet you with a smile and wish you well as you begin to take the body out, get it loaded up, and have the 7 of you loaded onto the wagon.
During that
Does
really
anyone have any-
awkward morning conversation or like interaction with the Kitsune, Ringo did not take his eyes off of her, just being like, I swear to God, I thought they were supposed to be bacon and eggs. Like, he was furious, but he didn't vocalize it because he didn't want to be rude.
I would like to forage during the time that they're loading the body.
Okay. Let's go ahead and have a survival. Let me see if I can. Excellent. Yes. You can use your survival check.
To subsist.
Yes.
I have a special feature for that.
Ooh.
When on a success or on a non-success, it counts as a success. And on a critical success, I can feed double the amount of people.
Ooh, that is handy.
So let me do that real quick. Okay. 4 is what I get.
4.
4 people I can provide breakfast for.
Excellent. That is pretty good. Who are you giving food to?
Mir looks around with a bunch of like foraged like shit in her hands and says, "Who's hungry?"
Me.
Ringo
Wait,
definitely, like,
Do we
turns
roll
his
initiative
head.
for food?
If 5 or more people are hungry, I would assume so.
I
That
am
sounds
hungry.
really fun.
Well,
Can wait.
there's Adam, there's Garrick, and Ringo. There's one left.
I do not eat.
I'll
You
have
can
his.
give it to my. I was going to say you can give it to one of the feline
Is
monks.
Ashi hungry? Does Ashi eat?
I do eat, but I can wait till we're back at town. Someone else can go ahead and take the food.
I'll take it as second helping if no one else
That's
wants it.
no.
I had first dibs on second helping.
Tim, go ahead and have the last round.
Ah.
Those who didn't probably should get your rations out of your packs and nom on those.
Yeah, I forgot I had that. Thank you.
Wow, look at that.
We'll get our rations out and nom on those.
Let me roll this really quick. I assume you guys are going about the same route.
Oh yeah. I'll probably mention at some point. It's the funniest thing. You always have to fasten down bodies, so they'll just hop out of the goddamn wagon. It'll really scare the bejesus out of someone passing by. It's really fucked up.
Well, in terms of your leg, I guess it ended up traveling quite far. Sorry about that again. I did not mean
Hey.
to.
Don't worry about it. I wasn't even using it.
Oh, okay.
What in the hells are you two talking about? What,
I
Oh,
have
dude,
Patches has my right leg.
Jesus.
You
Man,
can
I
you're
almost
do not
say he
know.
was like a long lost brother.
I guess
Well,
this
it
means
takes you about half a day as you guys converse on your way to town. It takes you about half a day to get back there. Thankfully, you're taking the same route, which means you're taking the road. That is definitely a safe route to take. No monsters at the moment in sight. So you get there roughly about 1 o'clock. It's a bright, shiny day. You can definitely hear the bustle of the town as you approach. And hold on, turn, damn it. There we go. And where's my music? Go ahead and get my music going. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the. Hopefully it repeats. There we go. All right. You roll back into town, and you see the familiar poor side and the familiar rich side of town. Where you going?
We were in the poor side of town when we met up with Marcus, right?
You had met at the Golden Tap, which is technically on the rich side of town.
Okay. Should we stop
Though
there?
one would say, less poor spot of the town.
Sure. What do you all think? Should we go high or low?
I almost want to say that we take the low, inspire them to revolt against the high, and then we can all lead them towards their new homes. And
What the fuck are you talking about?
What
I
are you
mean,
on?
look, it's a town divided by what's obviously a division of socioeconomic labor. They don't have this kind of problem where I'm from.
Where are
Oh,
you
no.
from?
Far away. And he looks at you with like a cocked eye for whatever that is with a robot's face.
Expressive.
well, we can.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
go ahead.
otherwise, Darius's has the nicer board, swinging board in terms of their entranceways.
Swinging. You mean swinging door?
No, it's the thing that hangs that has the picture, tells you what building it is.
The sign.
There we go. Yes. Yes.
Well,
That's
should we go
amazing.
to Darius?
Personally, I want to go to the well.
Well, maybe we should split up anyways.
There's a well. Oh, there's a well.
Yeah, look, it's right there.
See that now. Well, I mean, like a 5-star Michelin rated restaurant or a well. I'm gonna go with the well as well. That wasn't intended. I didn't intend to.
I think you didn't.
I'm going to the well.
Is there a
My
smaller
to-
inn in town on like the less rich side?
Roll a recall knowledge.
Okay, so
Unless your character has been to another inn.
I don't think so. Society recall knowledge?
Yes.
Wait, Pimlin, where did you leave your guy?
You do know with a 23 that there is an inn right over here, though it's not necessarily an inn. It is a spot where specific people of the underbelly meet to make deals.
Oh,
Opposite of the building that you guys went to, the Golden Tap. It's over here.
there's a much less reputable establishment, the Spice Hut over across from the Golden Tap, if that's what you guys are looking for. But I'm not really looking to get these horses stolen. So I'm probably gonna just start asking around the Golden Tap, where we last saw these ruffians who lied to us. And I'm probably gonna go take care of the horses. Y'all feel free to run around, and we can meet up later tonight and see what we've all learned.
All right, that sounds good. Where should we meet?
I mean, I'll be at the tap probably mostly all day.
All right, then the tap it is. 8 o'clock, if we have that here.
That is the time. Yep.
All right. See you all in 8 hours.
Wahoo!
Pimlin, where did we leave our men? We set them to do a task.
Did we? I don't remember.
I'm listening. I'm just
Stayed
grabbing
here.
a shot.
Ooh.
Brother was around town. He probably would have just gone back to his workshop.
Where is that?
It's in the lower town.
Well, I told my man to stick by your brother, so maybe we should meet up with them, see if they are still alive.
Needed to check in anyways and see how things were going.
So that's what we're doing. What are you doing, Ringo?
Well, I mean, kind of wanted to check out. Well, hold on, got to get back to my voice. I was really kind of excited to check out the well. Yeah, I know we were talking about the restaurants, but the well, where does it go? And is there like secret spider traps or something down there, or what?
Fascinating. Ashy?
I have no idea. I thought we were gonna go here to talk to the guy who sent us there, but it
All right,
seems like
sounds
we're
like
all
you
going
wanna
in different places.
cover more ground. Well, it sounds like you should stick with Mia then.
Yes, I think that'll be a good idea.
You should
see
probably make sure that
outside the Golden Tap, uh, on the hookups with their horses and cart, trying to detach the horses from the cart and start rubbing them down before she goes inside.
Oh, let me help you with that.
Oh, thanks. They're really tall.
Yeah, I can't really reach, but if you let me stand on your shoulders, we could do it.
Oh, we got this.
Or you could stand on my shoulders.
No,
Or,
I'd probably
you know
rather-
what? Better yet, I slam my staff down on the ground and I'm going to activate that feature, Josh. And then I just like crawl up my staff as it like doesn't move or wave or whatsoever. And I start just unfastening stuff.
Ooh, clever.
Wow, that's really fancy.
Yeah, I'll show you how to do it sometime. It's really cool.
Power pole. Stay. Excellent, excellent. Ringo, you definitely go by the well. You peer in with your cautious gaze, and you see it. What you've been searching for this entire time: water.
Oh my god.
What in here?
Are you still suspicious of what might be in the water?
No, I just call out suspiciously to the party. It's wet in here.
Adam calls back, no shit, it's a well!
Ah.
Then Ringo's just gonna dart to Darius's, and he's just gonna go right on in.
Darius's is a item and magic emporium. You
Okay,
are going
not a
into
bar.
an item and a magic shop.
Not a bar. I peek my head in. Not a bar. And then he leaves. And then he finds the bar.
So you go to the Golden Tap.
Bingo.
Excellent. You go to the Golden Tap and you meet Ashy and Mir, who are also just getting done with the horses and ready to go in themselves.
I don't think we. Sorry, don't mean to interrupt. I don't think we established where Pifflin or Patches are going. Just want to say Patches is there at the tap too.
Excellent. And Pip, you going there as well?
No, I was going with Garrick.
Okay, yeah, I thought I had heard that, but Ben made me second guess myself. Yeah,
I
no,
could
no
have just
problem.
not been listening. That's fair too.
I was like, didn't he? Okay, maybe he didn't. Okay, yeah, no worries. Garrick and Pim. Yeah, let's go ahead and handle your business. I assume you go to a workshop. Which one specifically? Was this something that was in your backstory, Pim, that I didn't see?
I don't. My secondary character is like a crafter, so I was just like, oh, he probably has a workshop.
Does he have like an item that's a structure that turns into a workshop, or are you thinking that they work with another crafter at their workshop?
Just another, nothing fancy, no item or anything like that. Just he's a craftsman by trade, so he's got to do work
If
somewhere.
he is working in a workshop, like an employee at the moment, he would be at Darius's.
Okay. So we'll go.
So that is up here.
Excellent.
You walk in and Garrick, this is the Boondocks, but you walk into this shop and you are quite surprised at the magical selection of goods. The shelves are stocked not just with magical weapons and armor, but items. A few grimoires, wands, staves, all sorts of magical goods immediately appeal to you. And in the corner, don't have a map of the shop, but please theater of the mind. In the corner, a silent swordsman seems to be playing the part as a part-time security guard, as the owner of the shop and Pim's associate is back working on something. It looks to be a sword. The owner of the shop seems to be giving instruction, particularly the timing of the hammer, of the blade. It seems to be both for work and instruction.
Ah, there's my man, and there's your brother, Pim. And you must be Darius back there.
Oh, oh no, no. Yes, I could only hope to be like Darius one day. No, no. Darius is he's well, I don't necessarily know where he is now, but he is the the founder of this wonderful franchise. Um, we I own the store, but he owns the name. I buy the products directly from him.
Well, what name do you own then?
One second, while I get his name. Darius. There we are. Uh, my name is Diego Estero.
Well, do.
You can, for those that want and are here, you can roll a recall knowledge for society.
Don't mind if I do.
Give you a little background on the store and person.
Good goddamn, that's a 10.
10. And Pim. You also get your hero point if you want to reroll.
Yeah, something important may happen. I'll save
Okay.
it.
Got a 19.
19. So for 15, Darius is an all-in-one shop that's been popular since the unification of the Ascended Trio. And for 19, Darius was said to have outfitted and equipped the fledgling gods while they were mortal. As a result, he formed a very successful but plutonic relationship with the trio. Some say they granted him immortality and introduced him to the dwarven king Agmar when he took the throne after their ascension, causing his thriving business to proliferate into a business empire with franchises across the country. You understand, Pim, that these items are likely made as a cooperation agreement with the dwarves.
Yeah, Pimlin's just gonna go touch base with his brother and tell him how he saw a crazy dragon and sort of recount everything that happened.
And I will tell my swordsman what happened and that I have another skeleton for him to extract.
I'm sure he gives you just like a grunt.
Precisely. Yeah. Mm. He gets up. He just goes to find the cart, wherever it is.
The cart is outside the Golden Tap. You saw that as you were making your way to Darius's from the lower city, having gone to the wrong place before. Very easy for him to get that information. And where exactly was he going to take that body?
Well, I assume that we would have had a room in this town for at least a couple of days. That's probably where he stayed last night. So probably take it there.
So how much did you pay for the room?
It would have been cheaper. We were running low on money.
Okay, let me look that up real quick for you. I do believe it was at max a couple silver pieces, if memory serves me correctly.
We've got some silver. We've got 8 silver pieces.
Okay, so lodging for one, you said?
Yeah.
Lodging for one silver piece per day.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
How many days did you get that for?
Yes. We're probably there 3 days.
3 days. Okay. Please deduct the 3 silver pieces. And since Pim's associate, I keep forgetting so many names. Benlow, right? Is that right, Pete? Benlow?
Yeah.
Perfect. Benlow, being an apprentice at Darius's, gets his room paid for. He doesn't pay you for doing this, but he'll pay for your room and board. So you do not have to deduct anything. But yes, you also, as the silent swordsman, go into the golden tap. Anything at the magic shop? Pim, did you want to do anything, say anything specifically? I know you were just relaying information to your brother who was pretty much working away.
Yeah, nothing specific. Just sort of checking in.
He lets you know that the night was pretty quiet, but he did keep a pretty good eye on the individual who had hired you. And as you regale him of the story and the happenings, he lets you know that last night around 3 in the morning, he left town.
Okay.
He didn't want to follow because there was no way to relay information to you. But he did keep watch as he was leaving town. And instead of going south, it looks like he was headed east.
Okay.
So you guys usually go south down the road and then curve to the right, aka the west, to go to the ruins. He went straight east.
Okay. Straight east.
But nothing else to report. And then he kind of looks over, and Diego has been patient as you kind of have this like 10-20 minute conversation, but kind of nods his head over to the anvil and the cooling sword, and your brother is like, I gotta go. I'm helping him, and he's helping me. You know.
Right. Yeah.
Excellent. Be safe, brother. And he begins to treat the sword while it's still hot. And you walk out, I assume, with Garrick. Garrick, there are a lot of lovely items that you wish you had the gold for, but you say next time. All right. Do you guys make your way to the tap as well?
Might as
Yes,
well.
I actually have to dip out to do a couple things.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. No problem.
Jump out early, but
Yeah, no, it's all good. We got about 30 minutes left, but you can definitely dip out early, man. I will have the not only will I have the 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 summary of the episode, so to speak, in the channel. I'll also have the recording, so feel free.
All right. Yeah. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good one, Pete.
Night, boss man. See you.
All right. So,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say bye, people. He logged out before I could unmute. Now he'll never hear my words of respect.
One day soon, maybe next week, he'll hear them. Yeah, so you all make your way into the Golden Tap. First, it's Ringo and Mir and Ashley, but a minute or so later, the Silent Swordsman and then right after him, Garrick, and then like right after him is Pim, who is silent, but actually relays the information that his brother gives or gave to Garrick before headed up to his own room.
Wait, say that again?
He relays information to you that his brother gave him, namely that last night around 3 o'clock, he noticed that the guy, Marcus Delmar, left town at around 3 a.m. And was headed east, like straight east, as opposed to using the road and going south.
Was he on foot?
He was on horseback.
Damn it. It's disappointing. But where could he be going if he was headed straight east?
What else is straight east?
Mir at this point has been cautiously like day drinking, and eavesdropping on just about every conversation she can throughout the day. Is there any kind of rumors or anything that she's gathered?
Okay, so day drinking. I would say that would be 2 copper pieces.
Okay.
Mark that off. And I would assume that you're near the bar area.
She would have also gotten 2 rooms, one on like in a very accessible location, and one in a non-accessible location.
1 or 2 beds.
2 beds in each.
That is 16 silver.
Okay.
And that's per day. So if you only use the day,
Just
just okay, perfect.
I forgot to do a thing, by the way.
Well, we'll get right to that, Mir. Since you are at the bar, you've been listening in. The tavern keeper, Vince Marcelloni, is the one that's serving you. He's a half elf, half human. Roll a DC, or no, I was told you the DC. Roll a society check specifically to recall knowledge.
Would the Joker have advantage or disadvantage for all society checks?
I'm sorry?
I'm making a really shitty joke.
Oh, yeah. That's probably why I didn't get it. I was like, wait a minute, what?
You see, Josh, we live in a society.
There's a society within society that's a society. Yes, I get it.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, that was you. 20. Excellent. Let me. Yeah. Marcelloni is a family name that points to a tie within an underground guild named the Five Fingers. Five Fingers isn't necessarily evil, but they don't mind doing misdeeds to further their interests, which are usually centered around profit. That's what you kind of gather about the tavern keeper. There's not much between the patrons themselves about rumors, more or less about their own days. But the tavern keeper himself, he picks up that you're keeping an open ear, so to speak, and he begins to tell you about a situation that they're currently having. He's like, "Hey, couldn't help but see that you're, maybe looking for some information. Well, if you don't mind, I got a bit of a problem of my own. Looks like the northern route to the old copper mine is being watched by a troop of goblins. It's not so dangerous that someone like yourself and maybe 6, 7 other people might be able to handle it. I and your friends who have just walked in the door and are not staring at you, but looking in your direction.
I would like to slide him another gold. Um, and say, I would love to look into your problems, sir. I really love helping out, folks that are just trying to, make their way through the world and learn more about it. It would be really nice if you could keep my second room on the down low, please.
I'm sorry, you cut out during the end. Keep the on the what?
The second room on the down low for me. I'd really like
I don't seem to recall what you're talking about. And he kind of gives you a smile.
Thank you so much, sir.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
You said
And
north, correct?
yeah, the northern route. It's the route towards the old copper mine. I had a caravan about to go out there and survey the area to see if we could start it up, but they got attacked, and one of the gentlemen was able to make it back. Unfortunately, he's not doing so well. Looks
Oh.
like they got about and he kind of pulls out a book, turns a few pages. Looks like they had 2 goblin dogs and 3 goblin warriors.
My, that does sound like a lot for a caravan to take on.
Yeah, they stood no chance. He slaughtered most of them. But if you catch them and you kill them, and you find out where they're hiding, you could, take what was stolen. They've been doing it for quite some time. Might be some coin in it for yourself. And if you bring back my caravan's merchandise, I'll make it worth your while.
Oh, that sounds like a wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much for sharing.
Oh, it's my pleasure, ma'am. And this is on the house. And he'll slide your next drink to you. Take off the cap and tip his hat to you and go to serve another gentleman in the corner.
Okay.
Anyone else? Someone said they had something to do, a check to make. Was that you, Nate?
Yeah. So I
What's up?
realized because you said the time we came in was around 1 p.m. and we'd meet all back up together around 8. So that'd be 7 hours in game. Would that be enough time to do the earn income feature?
I believe it's 8 hours. Is that right?
When I looked at it, it didn't. Let me look again. Just make money during downtime for lower level tasks. Yeah, I can't find a particular time amount.
Let me see. Give me 1 second. Yeah. You would make a check versus a DC I choose. And then after your first day of work, a day of work is 8 hours.
Ah,
Yes.
dang it!
Sorry about that, my friend.
Ah, man, we should have got here yesterday, man.
Very true, very true. But hey, now you know.
And now we know. Dang it! How am I gonna build fat stacks now? The whole 5 copper I would have made from that.
And that's
Yeah,
a proposal for you.
I was about to say we got some quests going now.
Yeah. I guess I would have
Anyone else? Or Nate, did you have any additional actions you wanted to take?
I guess I would have otherwise if no one else did. find Sigmund and say what happened, so he's on the level.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. He doesn't relay too much information. He wasn't watching Marcus Del Mar himself, but kind of trying to discern if there were any other notable people within the area, since Pim's brother Benlow was watching him. He didn't find any additional people that might be noteworthy apart from you mentioned like some of the party had met or Diego at Darius's. He mentions there is a individual at the Last Drop item shop, which is like an item / alchemy shop south of here. Their name is Grendel. They had been looking for like some sort of assistance with like some goblins, but they were only one person and they didn't really want to divulge the particulars because they didn't think that they were up to it.
Thanks, Bobenheimer. Anytime, my friend. That's all, yeah.
Excellent. Perfect. So anyone else? You guys have just got to the Golden Tap.
Sometime during the Golden Tap stay, Mira is gonna go up to the first room, the more equally accessible room, and she is going to rig it so that if people come in through like any of the windows or any of the doors, she'll know.
Okay, roll a survival check as you begin to like make certain tweaks, using maybe some cans, wire, and some sort of stick to basically set off makeshift alarms for the windows.
Would this be cover tracks?
Covered tracks. Not specifically. This would be more survival to put down a trap, so to speak.
Okay. Okay.
Oh
It's
wow!
being nat 20 to me.
Wow, yeah. You know what to do. You look at the materials available to you, and you're like, "There's no way that they're going to fall for this." You go outside, and you're gently brushing the horses down once more, particularly their tails. Some of the longer tail strings themselves are long, and they're super thin, which is very hard for the eye to pick up, especially at night. You take that back in, mix it with a whittled down stick, jam that into the window, put the can on top of it with the string attached, and you have successfully made window alarms for this this room. I'm assuming you're taking the room next to it so that you can hear it? Question mark?
Yes.
Excellent. In the room next to the room that you have, you hear sounds. You hear grunts and like squelching sounds for some time, and then it dies down. Some horrifying kind of ripping sounds. It doesn't sound good, but it's in a corner room, so no one's really paying attention.
That is really none of my business.
Yeah, it's not. After a few bits, you hear the door opening, and you see the silent swordsman exiting that room as you peek out from your own room. They don't seem to notice, or rather care, that you see them, and they go down to Garrick and give him a grunt.
Very good. Very good. I will send a letter. You know what? Take the rest of the day off. Enjoy yourself at the bar.
They hold out their hand.
I plop a couple of silver in his palm.
He grunts and then walks over to the bar, looks at the bartender. He goes to grunt at him, and he just slides over a beer, anticipating what he wanted. There's not a grunt, or not really a smile, but just kind of like a.
I love this. Yes, you're correct.
I've never seen Guts, by the way. I've never seen it. I just know like some of the memes, and I'm like, how would that guy act in these situations? But Silent
Yeah.
Swordsman begins to casually drink. Anyone else? We're about 10 minutes till we are going to end.
Can I make a roll to make you read Berserk?
I would rather watch it. Is there an anime?
You can put it on YouTube.
Watch the one from the 90s.
I figure if I'm going to digest content, I might as well put it on my YouTube channel. So that's where I'm at in my life.
It's fucking intense.
Yep.
Oh, I might actually not be able to put it on YouTube because of violence.
Oh, it's got just violence. It's got the whole spectrum of crazy shit. But it's also very, very fascinating. Very fascinating.
Any hot leads?
If only
Sorry,
we had
Mir?
8 hours.
I think you might be muted.
Oh boy.
What?
What's
I
going
was
on?
muted.
Garrick?
Oh, Garrick.
Oh yeah, I was just asking. Garrick was asking Mir if they had any hot leads.
Oh, so like there's this bartender guy over here who kind of like just owns this whole joint. Family has owned it for years. Really kind of play by the money kind of people. So he's looking to start up this new venture that could benefit this town. It's up north. He wants to kind of like restart the mine up there. I think it's copper, which is a really useful mineral around here. But he was trying to send a like survey caravan up. Caravan got attacked by a group of goblins, a couple wolves. He's looking to clear those kind of gobbies out. And see if this venture is something that could really benefit this area.
I
He
see.
will happily actually probably pay us, which would be real nice.
He said he would pay you, and then if you were to find where they were keeping the goods and you brought the goods that they stole from him back, he would pay you more.
Yes.
Interesting. Well, Mia, do you think we could convince them to give us, as part of our payment, a degree of partnership in this new venture?
I would think like depending on what we find that could potentially be incriminating, we could possibly use that as leverage. I don't really know
Extortion?
what he's bringing up there. Oh, I wouldn't say extortion, just leverage.
Exactly. All right. Well, this is promising. We
He
should
could
pursue
also
this.
just be a really clean guy. He could be a nice dude, But this does
Well,
involve some goblin clearing. Um, so I'm uncertain on how folks would like to go about that.
oh, didn't that robot have a goblin?
I believe so. Yeah.
I believe.
They appear to be very in sync.
Yes. All right. Well, maybe we can just get that goblin to solve it all for us.
Well, I mean, we should definitely ask them about this venture and their opinions on it.
Indeed. Just as soon as they get here. Where do you think they are?
They said something about a well earlier, right?
Yep. Do you think they're still looking down a well?
Ringo has actually made his way into the Golden Tap and has been analyzing an old piece of technology called a jukebox.
As well as in his handy dandy spiral notebook, he's taking comments of like writing down details of every single excuse me automaton that's in the room. Just like any passerbys, NPCs, or anything like that. He's making notes of any of them, any of the technology that he sees. So
What's
definitely
good over there, Ringo? You got any good clues, or you just listening to the blues?
He holds up his hand and just like does the one finger as he's writing with one hand on his notebook up against the bar. He holds his other like shush finger up to Garrick's direction.
Oh, pardon?
Not the he like and this is like to signify like he is so deep in thought, like he's just analyzing.
We just gotta let him finish. Just give him time. Give him a second.
Oh yeah, constructs definitely take time and effort.
Yep. Well, hopefully the rest of the gang will
Right,
get
what
back.
did you need?
Oh, hi, Ringo, your goblin friend.
Mm-hmm.
They might be of use to us in a new endeavor.
How so?
It involves goblins.
Goblets.
It.
Yeah.
So, do you need him to talk Goblinese, or do you need what?
Yeah, to talk to another goblin, maybe infiltrate.
I mean, I can ask him to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to put you out. I feel like I'm asking a lot of you right now.
Well, to be completely fair, Lurby and I have only known each other for a handful of days. It's not like I'm genuinely close with him. I mean, you just as well as just as well of a good chance to ask him if you'll attend him because he's a goblin, then ask someone else to ask him for you.
Okay, then I'll have to talk to him myself.
But I am curious, what do you need him for? Like,
Mia, would you explain it?
There seems to be a goblin troop that's been attacking passersby on the road to the north. And considering that the road to the north is something that would bring prosperity to this town, it might be a good idea to, I don't know, go in there and encourage those fine goblin folk to maybe, not kill people.
yeah, okay. What's the quickest way to get back to Lurby? And I suppose we can have this conversation with him. If he doesn't want to go, I'm all for blowing up their cave.
Hadn't considered that.
Just, I mean, if it's on the table. If not, I understand. Diplomacy is important.
It's really up to the group and what everybody wants to do. If they want to be diplomatic about it, we can for sure try that route. Um, if we can't be diplomatic about it, then generally speaking, like I don't believe their lives were something that was considered in the original request.
I
Well,
just want to punch some fucking goblins.
well, it could go like that. If we can make friends, we'll be all the more powerful, won't we? I say it's worth a shot. At the very least, we can assess their capabilities. So if it does come to blows, we'll know precisely what to punch.
Is Lurby a good translator, or would y'all rather spend a day going back and forth, or would you guys like to proceed without Lurby?
I could probably just go get Lurby and see if he can join us.
All right.
So,
Probably.
true question: how close are we to our like little home base thing where the rest of everybody else was?
It takes you half a day to get back to the ruins that the secure facility is under.
Okay, so it'll take half a day for me to get there. And then another half
It's
a day
one
to get
day.
back. So it's a whole day. Do you want to camp here? Do you want to just come with? Do you want to send I don't know what form of messengery that you have to tell him to just work his way this way?
Send a bird if he doesn't eat it.
Birds here. Interesting. Writes that down. Yes. I mean, if you can send the bird, I believe he could. Even if he does eat the bird, he'd still at least be able to get the message.
I suppose that's true. Yeah.
Don't believe goblins eat paper.
They probably do. I mean,
Then again, it is worth mentioning that he is an iron gut goblin.
yeah.
That bastard can eat anything, literally anything.
Very true. Very true. Well, Josh, can we send a bird to get this goblin? Will that work?
You could let me check. I do believe that there is a service for that. One moment. Services. I am like very, very certain that I saw that earlier. Um, for 5 silver, you could hire someone to go deliver the message.
Could be worth it.
And
Well,
since they'd
what?
be on a horse, they would likely be able to travel back with him.
Okay, very good. I haven't sold that armor or that sword. Could probably get enough gold to, if I pawn all of that, could pay for the service.
That is, longsword is 1 GP. And the armor is 2. So 3 GP total. Add that, and we'll say you dropped that off at Darius's when you were there.
Excellent. And then how many silver pieces is it to do the messenger thing?
5 silver pieces.
5 silver? Okay.
For the entire day.
I've got 3 silver.
I've got a good
It's
bit of silver at the ready, so I'll throw 10 silver in just for tip as well.
Oh, okay.
nice. Yeah,
Dude,
that'll do it.
take it.
Now
Oh,
listen,
you want me to
listen here.
deliver a message for you?
Message, yes. Tell it to Lurby. Tell him that his metal friend needs assistance with new people. But if you can expedite it, I will give you an additional 10 silver pieces if you can get here before a day's time. And I don't mean like 23
Oh,
minutes
okay,
in an
sir. So
hour.
you
I
want me
mean
to go
like,
to the ruins? And you said like there was like a door. Do I knock on the door and what if they don't answer, sir?
right. Right. Do we give him the banana word or shit, the password or no?
Probably not. Just yell the name loudly.
Knock on the door and then say, I have a banana message, and then all you do is give them the paper. And then you come back here and I'll give you more money. How about that?
Works out for me, sir. Thank you so much. I'll
Yeah,
take the 5 silver now, though, if you don't mind.
yeah, absolutely. Here you go. Toss him 5. I'll kill 5 for my cheat.
Excellent, excellent. And they ride off into the sunset, going to fulfill their mission.
Sure hope I didn't just give them the secret password and they're like the bad guy in disguise, but
That'd be bad, yeah.
we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
They have 10 intelligence as a score, so I don't think that they caught very much of what you were saying apart from the message.
Yeah, I think we might be good there. You're right.
But yeah, it is a little bit over 9. So as you guys kind of sit down and await for your goblin friend to be brought back by your hireling, we're going to end it there.
Very
Full
fun.
sessions
Indeed.
without being able to punch shit. My inner barbarian is going fucking nuts, dog.
We're at the edge of a new adventure.
Yes, indeed.
At this rate, I would have taken fist fighting the dragon. Ugh.
Well, that would have made it a one shot for you, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I can attest to do not attempt melee combat with a dragon.
Kitty
Hey,
Katan.
I know that.
Yeah, rip.
Level
Rip.
1
Indeed.
ancient dragon fight. Yeah, you're right. That would have
I'm
been
a
pretty
brave
awesome.
man.
We
Don't
just have to
understand.
really think about it, you know?
What's the worst that could really happen? Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and just kick Craig out of here. Let me get him out of here.